Hey there, Flatliners! Pierce here with our lucky number 7th episode of Flatline Radio. On this installment of Flatline Radio, we will bring you a show stuffed to the seams full of interviews, news, and rocking music that will put your heart back into beat. Kicking off our show, we have Keith Sims and James Wright of Deadwood Hollow stopping in and talking about the trending zombie craze they'll be bringing to Florence, Alabama. We also have Greg Allen of Fearfest Haunted House stopping by and talking about his breakout product from the 2012 Transworld Haunt Convention. On top of all this, we will be doing a major makeover on the show over the next few weeks. And so on that note, this week, Robert Rage will be packing up from the crematorium and will now be moving up here to Flatline Studios, where he will be debuting his new segment, The Rage Report, which will be covering the same stuff as he normally did, but with a different name and setting. Michael Freese will also be stopping in with his brand new segment, which will be called, well, that's the thing. We don't know what it's called yet, so that's where you, the Flatliners, come in at. You can leave your mark in Flatline history and help us name our new segment. For more information, you can listen on into this podcast for Mike's new segment. We also have our other signature segments such as Jigsaw Jim's Rancid Reviews of Sinister Cinema, Michael Bolton's Haunt Tours, and Random Haunt Facts with Raghead. Also this week here on Flatline Radio, we have some amazing news for all of you haunters out there. We have none other than Leonard Pickel stopping in to share some breaking and long-awaited news about the upcoming HAuNTcon 2013. So we here at Flatline Radio have got a huge show for you guys this week. And we...
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. Attacks by the undead have been reported in several states across the country. They include Massachusetts, Michigan, New York, Ohio, and Texas. The dead are rising from their graves and are attacking the human race. At this time, it is expected that more attacks of this nature will occur in several other states in the next few hours. The intent behind the attack is unknown at this time. It has been observed that a bite or exchange of fluids is a method of transmission. If any of these things occur to you, you will turn into one of these creatures. This is an extremely dangerous situation if they crave the taste of human flesh. To protect yourself from potential effects, all residents of the United States are strongly encouraged to follow these instructions. Stay away from these creatures. Get inside a building with few doors and windows. Do not make eye contact with them. Doing this will incite attack. Seek shelter in a room above or below ground, preferably one that is blocked by several doors. Do not use any electrical devices, as this may attract them. Make sure that you take food and water with you to your place of refuge. It is not known whether this event will last for hours, days, or even longer. Stay calm, as authorities have been dispatched to deal with these creatures. An all-clear siren will be sounded when this situation is under control.
Well, Flatliners, it seems as if we will now be fighting off the zombie hordes, all the while bringing you all of the information you need to know. We're here in Flatline Studios, keeping our fingers on the ever-absent pulse of the haunt and horror industries. We've got our guns at our sides, and we're ready to go fight off the zombie hordes. So all you have to do is lean back and let your blood slow to Flatline Radio.
Greetings, film fiends, and Jigsaw Jim coming at you with an all-new rancid review of Sinister Cinema, where I review movies in the vein of something old, something new, and something blue. To round out my zombie theme, I present somewhat of a Bloom movie, and actually one of my favorites. The 2004 released Dead and Breakfast by Matthew Llewellyn and starring actually Jigsaw Jim's best friend, Brent David Fraser, Gina Phillips, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and David Carradine. Have a listen.
Where are we?
Lovelock.
Okay, you know what, you guys? I think we spend the night here. Haha, nice choice, Sarah. Have you ever seen Psycho?
Hello.
Do you believe in good and evil?
They're talking about zombies.
What are they doing?
Oh, they're dancing.
We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming.
This Anchor Bay film tells the story of a traveling group of young people stopping at a bed and breakfast in a small Texas town and unleashing an evil that turns almost everybody into zombies. 50% on Rotten Tomatoes and 4 out of 5 skulls on Bloody Disgusting. A fun and funny movie. 4.5 out of 5 severed thumbs up. That's it for this segment, Film Fiends. Until next time, keep your eyes glued to the screen and don't pull back or you're liable to scream. This is Jigsaw Jim, and I am out of here.
This is an official Flatline Radio interview. Deadwood Hollow. Hey guys, this is Pierce. I'm sitting here with Keith and James of Deadwood Hollow Haunted Corn Maze here in Green Hill, Alabama. How are you guys doing?
Doing good, man. How you doing?
Good.
I'm doing pretty good myself. I had a pretty long night last night. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, yeah. We know exactly what you were up to last night. Definitely.
You stalking me?
Well, you were pretty much in public, all over the place.
Got a point there. I was running around as a undead individual, and would you care to tell exactly what I was doing that for?
Well, Tristan was our runner zombie, and he was promoting the upcoming Deadwood Hollow Zombie 5K and Undeadly Dash to benefit the United Way of Northwest Alabama. And he was running around handing out flyers and basically creeping everyone out. It was wonderful.
At First Fridays down in Florence, Alabama.
Exactly.
Did you say Zombie 5K?
I did say Zombie 5K.
A Zombie 5K? Tell me more about that.
Boy, he's good, isn't he? James?
The Zombie 5K we came up with as a charitable event to, help spread the word not only about Deadwood Hollow but the United Way as well, to help a good cause, which the funds that they do stays in the community, so it helps the community and it's a good thing. So the 5K, of course, runners come out. It's a certified course in downtown Florence, and runners come out, sign up, run the 5K, get chased by zombies. We'll have zombies in the alleys and up the streets, so the runners will wear flags, and they'll have a couple of flags, and if the zombies get the flags, of course, the runners can't qualify, but you will get chased by zombies. It's a Zombie 5K.
Pretty cool, and I do understand you guys also have a Undeadly Dash.
That is correct, sir.
Tell me more about that.
The Undeadly Dash is kind of modeled off of the Warrior Dash and a lot of similar obstacle courses around the U.S. And it's roughly a 1-mile course throughout Deadwood Hollow in Green Hill, Alabama, where we have our haunted maze and haunted trail. And there'll be various obstacles like a crawl over, a wall to scale, swing, pretty much anything.
Swings, tires, mud, blood, ditches. Zombies, crazy stuff, man. You probably
mass hysteria, dogs and cats living together.
Yeah, you probably won't make it through it, but you should try at least.
Yeah, at least try. Come on, you can do it.
Well, on top of all that's going on, what else have you guys got going on as far as Deadwood Hollow or anything else you may do?
Deadwood Hollow, we're an outside event right now. Last year was our first season, so this will be our big second season. We're going to have our haunted corn maze. We've got a haunted trail, and we try to do other stuff throughout the year. This year we had Scream Break during spring break, which was March 30th and 31st, so we'll probably plan to do that next year, maybe try to have some summer events. There's just a lot always going on at Deadwood Hollow.
And this year we've expanded our haunted maze. Last year, Stalk occupied the same location as the Maze of Darkness, but now we're just going to do all Stalk, which means all zombies, all scare. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it.
Zombies in the corn.
Zombies in the corn.
Do you guys have your start date, your opening date, anything else of that sort going on? Do you know exactly when you're opening yet?
September 28th. It'll be the last weekend in September. We'll open up and scare everybody to death, and it should be a great season.
That's really cool. And what is your admission price here at Deadwood?
James?
It's going to be $15 for Stalk, $10 for the trail, or $20 for both. 20 combo ticket.
All right, guys, and this is at the segment, or I should say, this is the part of the interview that we like to call Plug Time. So plug any website, any social media, anything that you guys use for Deadwood Hollow, Zombie 5K, Undeadly Dash, whatnot.
Well, if you're interested in running the race, you can sign up at deadwoodhollow.com/zombie5k. There you can register, pay, and if you have friends that want to be a zombie, you can have them register via the little button on the site as well. But yeah, for all the information, schedules, always just stay tuned to deadwoodhollow.com or on Facebook. Just look up Deadwood Hollow. We'll show up.
Do you guys have anything else you want to add before we leave?
Just a big old thanks to Tristan for helping us out at the First Fridays, handing
Yeah,
stuff
thanks,
out.
Tristan.
You make me blush.
He's an awesome
He's really
zombie.
blushing.
He got these eye contacts. He's always upgrading his look, and he doesn't mind to get something to make it really pop out. And he got these contacts that really made his entire look. So
Yeah,
he's an awesome guy.
He sold it last night, all the way, man.
And next time I plan to pee on myself.
Yes, he got a new straitjacket.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but
he's peeing right now.
you don't care
He's
about
peeing
that.
right now. Oh wait, cut.
Well, these are our very good friends over here at Deadwood Hall, and I'm sure that we will hear more from them later on in our experiences
He's
here with
still
Flatline Radio.
He's peeing.
We will see you guys later on in the show.
See ya.
We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya.
I want a taste of hemophilia, a drop of thalassemia. I'll drink your blood if you got sickle cell anemia. I'm sick as hell at fiending ya. I'm haunting every dream of ya, seemingly misleading ya just to hear you scream because blood is as sweet as moonshine whiskey. On outside, you can drink some with me. Yeah, we've all guts to spare. You know that it is we so alive when we kill. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. I like platelets on my plate. Don't mistake this, just concentrate as I fillet your brains like Salisbury steak. I'll burp you up later, forgetting what I ate because blood is as sweet as moonshine whiskey. On outside, you can drink some with me. Yeah, we've all guts to spare. You know that it is, 'cause we're so alive when we kill. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Well, I'll invade your body. Don't try to stop me. We're not oingo boingo, but it's a dead man's party. So send your little hotties out on the front porch. We'll have them for dinner and make love to their corpses. I'm your carcinogen. The dark wins again. Rip your heart in 10 parts and grin again. I'll tear it a gin. Choke your neck fast with my dead hands. And for breakfast, I'll eat your sweat glands. And for dessert, I'll wear your skin as a shirt. Eat your muscles like chicken and throw your bones in the dirt. It'll hurt as we eat ya. Let the creatures defeat ya and army your Johnny and a preacher. We're coming to kill
kill ya. Let us in, cause we're coming. We can't die trying, you can't try running. You're finished, quit grinning. We're gonna win this. We'll mix your blood with gin and chase it with a Guinness. Because blood is as sweet as moonshine whiskey. Join outside, you can drink some with me. Yeah, we've all guts to spare. You know the deal, cause we're so alive when we kill. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. I like hemoglobin in my mouth, yo. Frontal lobe until I spit it out, yo. We be gloating, humans taste like trout, and some after dinner smoke, so what I'm all about. So take your eyes out with tedious care. My mischievous stare and devious glare will take your greasiest pair of knees, tits, and hair, and you know I'll eat them raw. Fuck medium rare. Blood is as sweet as moonshine whiskey. Join outside, you can drink some with me. Yeah. We've all guts to spare. You know the deal, cause we're so alive when we kill. I said, blood is as sweet as moonshine whiskey. Join outside, you can drink some with me. Yeah, we've all guts to spare. You know the deal, cause we're so alive when we kill. We're coming to kill. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. Coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya. We're coming to kill ya.
I'm having a key sticking on this thing.
And now, Random Haunt Facts.
Hello listeners, this here is Raghead with some random haunt facts. Did you know the word zombie first appears in the novel The Magic Island in 1929? The same year the stock market crashed and the Great Depression began. Coincidence? I'll let you decide that one. Second, the idea of zombies is present in some South African cultures. In some communities it is to believe that a dead person can be returned into a zombie by a small child. And finally, it is in the film The Return of the Living Dead, the very first utterance of the word brains can be attributed to a zombie. Well, that's it for me. I keep it short and sweet with random haunt facts.
Scare Tours with Michael Bolton.
Hi guys, it's Michael Bolton from Scare Tour in the UK, and with all the talk about the upcoming zombie apocalypse, we thought we'd talk about Zombie Shopping Mall, the most intense, realistic zombie experience you'll ever see. Zombie Shopping Mall is a sellout attraction that's been running in an abandoned shopping mall in Reading since late 2011. Tickets for the experience are like gold dust, and pre-bookings are already running into next year, which proves difficult as the location is a shopping centre that is due to be torn down in the near future. The entrance to the venue is pretty insignificant, and we were led into an old dusty corridor for our first briefing. As with any physical activity, certain disclaimers were required of us, but it wasn't long before the zombie violence started. From here on out, it was zombie apocalypse time, and we were on the menu. Kitted out by the local SWAT team, we were instructed on the safe use of our airsoft rifles and given brief training before heading into the depths of the building. We walked down corridors, searching doors and empty rooms, and it all seemed quiet. Although clearly a real building, the corridors were small and nondescript and could be from any basement in any building anywhere. And then it happened. We emerged from the darkened tunnels into what appeared to be an empty shop. We walked through the remains of the display units, and the jaw-dropping realization hit us.
We were really in an abandoned shopping mall. This wasn't a set or something that has been designed, but something very real that was once a bustling metropolis of shoppers. The escalators are closed down, the shops are standing open, inviting us in, and silence rings out all around. It all seemed so peaceful until we heard the shuffling of feet. It didn't take long for our awe and wonder at the setting to be ripped away as the zombie horde started making their way towards us. There was nothing for it. We needed to get out, and we needed to shoot zombie ass. The next hour became a massive chase game around all segments of the mall, including the basement, the empty shops, and the backstage areas. Our route alternated between open mall areas and tight corridors, and at all times we were kept at a heightened state of awareness, wondering what was coming next. At one point during the experience, we ended up in a control booth surrounded by CCTV screens, and a mix of live images and pre-recorded footage created a real sense of fear and excitement about what was waiting for us outside. We must also mention the amazing retractable shutter scene, but don't want to give anything away. But that scene alone was a moment of sheer chaos and beauty that will live in our memories for a very long time. Fortunately, during this opening game, the zombies were quite slow moving and could be easily taken down by 2 or 3 shots. How quickly this would change in the future. After a well-deserved break, we were all sweating by this point. It was time to go back into the mall, but this time with a difference. There were no police or marines around. We would be on our own. Split into small groups, we set off on our missions, and slowly but surely we got picked off one by one. It was hard to know whether to take shelter or hide and just run around gung-ho and go for it. The action was fast and frantic and in places terrifying. We knew the zombies were actors, but they had great hiding places and knew how to shock us while patrolling the building. With the whole mall, backstage areas and dark tunnels to explore, it was amazing that the zombies seemed to be everywhere. At some point most of us were left on our own in the dark with a fading supply of ammo and zombies closing in from every angle. With one last break, it was time for the final mission, and here the stakes were raised even higher. The zombies were far more powerful and faster than previously, and more shots were required to take one down. The game became a combination of survival, scavenger hunt, and memory game as we tried to remember how much ammo we had left. The final game concluded on a full-scale zombie rampage that was both impressive and terrifying in equal measures. Even though we knew the ammo was out, we continued to try and pump the undead with bullets in an attempt to survive. One thing that many people have asked us is what happens when a zombie attacks you. Well, the beauty of Zombie Shopping Mall is you can die how you want. If you're happy to just be tagged and told you're out, then you can do that. But for the full zombie experience, it's worth falling to the floor screaming. At this point, the zombies will play along for a while, and several times we were able to escape as the zombies would huddle over a victim pretending to eat them while we ran away with their screams ringing in our ears. After a final debrief and a chance to wind down, we were given the chance to meet our zombies for the day, which was a fun but quite surreal experience. Seeing the actors we've just been shooting in a relaxed atmosphere was quite interesting, and we all compared stories about different attacks and how we survived. Finally, after about 4 hours in the darkened, hyper-realistic setting, we left the mall and returned to the normal world. Although the sun was shining, the local neighbourhood left a lot to be desired, and the abandoned buildings and old office blocks around us helped to perpetuate the story. Maybe what we had just experienced wasn't a game. Maybe it was training for the real apocalypse. Either way, it was some of the most exhilarating 4 hours we have ever experienced. For more details of Zombie Shopping Mall, why don't you check out our website? It's scaretouruk.com, and for everything else that's going on here in the UK.
scaretouruk.com.
This is an official Flatline Radio interview. Greg Allen. Hey there, Flatliners. This is Pierce, and I've got Greg Allen here on the phone. Greg Allen is the owner of Zombie Safari Paintball Systems. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine.
Well, just to kick off this interview, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what all you do within the haunted attraction community?
Okay, well, me and my wife, we own Fearfest Haunted House in Columbia, Missouri, and we also own Zombie Protection Services, LLC. It's a zombie paintball experience is what we like to call it.
Well, you mentioned about the Zombie Safari Paintball Systems. Tell us more about that.
Actually, what they are is they're custom-built trailers that we build. And you hop up on there and sit down on the seat, and you take a journey through the fields, and you shoot the zombies that come out of the buildings and shoot them with paintball guns. But the paintball guns are mounted, so you don't have to worry about shooting each other.
And this is all on a trailer?
Yes, they're on trailers. Mm-hmm.
Now, what sorts of trailers do you offer? You know, like give the stats on them, like the gun count, sizes, payable capacity, and so on.
Okay, we have three that we offer. We offer a 16-foot Eliminator series, which is our most popular one. You can get it in two versions. You can get it on single-side shooting or double-side shooting. The single-side shooting holds 10 people. The double-side shooting holds 20 people, 10 on each side. Or we offer what we call the 16-foot. It's a double-decker Dominator, and there's 20 people shooting off of one side. It's a two-story trailer, custom built by us. Or you've got the 32-foot Slayer, and that offers 20 people shooting off of each side. And we use two of the Slayers in our own haunted attraction, plus 4 of the 16-foot Eliminators.
Well, how are these trailers normally pulled?
Usually with tractors. We've got a great deal with a farm implement company here that does a sponsorship for us. And so for minimal cost, we get brand new John Deere tractors out there, and as many of them as we want. It's a great deal for both of us, but they're usually pulled by tractors.
Very cool. Now how do you deliver these trailers?
We have actually contracted a gentleman that has a trailer, and we just sent 2 to Michigan this morning. We take them up on top of this wedge trailer, and they get shipped out that way. And we actually fly into whatever city we're going to. We'll fly or drive into there, and we will meet the trailers on the ground, and we'll help them take them off the trailer just to make sure that everything's okay, there's no problems with them. And then we will walk the people that purchase the trailers through. We'll spend the day with them, showing them everything, the safety features and the operations and everything, how everything works. And then we fly home the next day.
Where all have you delivered to this point?
Right now, we have delivered to the... It's kind of funny because all 4 corners, we've delivered to Washington State and Maryland and Texas, Illinois, Florida, Massachusetts, Tennessee, and Colorado. And Michigan. So we've got them spread out all across the country. It's very popular.
Well, tell us a little bit about your team behind Zombie Safari Paintball Systems.
I have a great team. I've got certified welders. I've got electricians that know exactly what's going on. It's a very dedicated staff. We right now we're working 12-hour days to make sure that we're getting everybody's trailers out on time and on schedule, and I couldn't ask for a better crew. I mean, they all work together so well, and it's just amazing to see that many people working together and everybody getting along. I mean, it's not that large of a staff, but it's a pretty good-sized staff for a company as young as ours.
Very cool. Now, I've also heard that you've teamed up with another vendor to create zombie suits. Care to elaborate?
Yeah, that's fine. The name of the company is Dark Hand Productions, and basically I had a need for a custom suit that no one would get hurt in, and we call it a bulletproof suit. And they're custom made just for Zombie Safari. The only way you can purchase one of those suits is if you go through us, purchase our trailers, our paintballs, and then we will we'll let you set up and buy the suits from him. But it's kind of an exclusive deal. We have custom-made paintballs for us, custom-made suits for us, and custom-made trailers for us. So everything's it's a custom package that when you receive it, we've got everything set up for you, who to contact, what to do, and everything. So it all works real well together.
Well, what inspired you to create the Zombie Safari system?
I was wanting something that was interactive. You know, the hay rides are okay, but they're just not that exciting, and it's hard to scare people. So what we wound up doing was the Zombie Safari. What we do is we send them through the haunted house first, and we say, well, okay, now you've had your time to be scared. now it's your time to retaliate. And they love that because they get to go out there and they get to shoot back, and it's payback for everything they got scared at in the haunted house. And it's just a very cool thing, and it works very well.
Interesting. Now, how long has Zombie Safari been in business?
Well, the funny thing about it is the company opened up in March, right before Transworld. And that was our very first convention. And we weren't sure how well it was going to do, but that's why we say that we've been doing it at our haunted attraction. This is our third year, but it's new to everybody else because we did not offer it for sale. So So basically, we say it opened in March at Transworld.
Well, that's perfect for me to lead into this next question. I heard that Zombie Safari was one of the breakout products of the 2012 Transworld Haunt Convention. Would you care to describe your experiences with that?
We were told by several people that we are the next best thing for the corn mazes. The thing we didn't realize, we were targeting haunted houses, but we did not realize that the corn maze companies were out there also, and they're looking for something that's new and exciting, because a lot of those corn maze places do haunted hayrides. Well, like I said before, it's hard to scare an entire hayride of people. And this brings everything to an all-new level. And when we put it out at Transworld, we weren't quite sure what to expect. And we were told that don't expect to sell anything the first day. Well, we sold 2 systems the first day, and we're averaging at least, I'm going to say we're probably averaging about one a week or one every 2 weeks. About the time we're like, okay, well, we see a little light at the end of the tunnel. Here comes another order. And they just keep coming. And it's been awesome. Transworld has been, it was the best thing we could have done.
Now, besides Transworld, how were your experiences with other conventions, and do you see yourself going back in 2013?
We will definitely be back. The only other convention we've done since Transworld was at MHC, and it was very well accepted there. We weren't quite sure. I'd never been to MHC before. It was a real fun time. We did sell trailers there, so we will be back. The next convention that we're hitting is in November, and it's going to be IAVA, and that's a very, very big one for us. A lot of international sales and things like that go on there, so we've got to expand our shipping areas, so to speak, so we can do things overseas and stuff like that. We had some interest in some overseas companies at Transworld, but we were still too inexperienced as far as being able to ship out of the country and things like that. There's rules and regulations against paintball guns in certain areas, so we've got to figure all that out first. But the MHC was fun, and we sold trailers, and it was good. Good experiences.
What is your favorite thing you've done with Zombie Safari so far?
My favorite thing, believe it or not, is we've allowed people that are afraid to go to haunted houses, that are too scared to go, to have an experience and be able to go to a haunted house and not be able, or not be worried about being scared. Because they know, it's almost impossible to scare somebody when they have a paintball gun. If you have a gun, are you going to be scared? No. So it's kind of one of those psychological things like, okay, well, I can protect myself here so I don't have to worry about being scared. And that's what is the coolest thing to me about it, is we've opened up everything. And it's not just instead of the 15 to 30 or whatever that you normally have at the haunted house, we've got people that come in there with their 3-year-olds, and we've got people that come in there that are 93. I mean, we've got a woman that comes up there. She said she wanted to shoot stuff. She set her little walker right next to the tractor or the wagon, got up on it, and went and shot zombies and loved it. And she came back every weekend to shoot zombies. So I think that is the thing that is my favorite thing, is that it's expanded everybody's views of what a haunted house really is.
Well, as other haunted attractions and prop building companies continue to unveil new and innovative products, what are your plans for the future, and what can we see from Zombie Safari on down the road?
Zombie Safari is expanding. We're modifying our trailers. We've got a few other ideas that we're taking care of on those. But our main focus is we're going to be able to sell complete attractions to where we can theme out and build and have everything ready to go to where you just pick what you want and we can provide it, we can build it, and you won't have to do anything but just say, okay, this is how I want it, and make small changes or large changes, or we can customize them. We're also making animatronics that you can take into a cornfield that'll run off of 12-volt batteries, because a lot of the cornfield people don't have power or air out in their fields. So we're making them on 12-volt where you can just take the car battery out there, hook it up, and then the pressure pad or the sensor from the paintballs, as soon as the bullseye gets shot or something like that, the animatronics will move, and it'll be a lot easier for them, and it's exactly what they're needing right now. So I think we've got such a big future ahead of us, and we've already started on stuff like that, so it's going to be awesome.
Well, interesting, very interesting. How might someone contact you about Zombie Safari Paintball Systems?
We are on Facebook. Unfortunately, we do not have a website right now. We're still working on getting a particular domain name that we really want, but you can go to Facebook and look up Zombie Safari Paintball, or you can contact me directly going through fearfestmo at AOL.com. It's FEARFESTMO at AOL.com, and they can email me that way.
Well, this is the part of the interview that we always like to allow you to plug any other company or organization that you work with. So, have at it.
Okay. Zombie Safari brings hayrides into an all-new level with interactive fun for the whole family. It's not just for the 15 to 30. It expands all your demographics. And the good thing about this is it's not just limited to Halloween, and it's not just limited to haunted houses. You can do this at any time of the year for birthday parties, for team building seminars, any kind of thing where someone wants to have a party of some kind. You can do it all year long. You don't just have to do it at that time of year. We've done birthday parties, team building, and everything. So it's not just limited. It has opened our eyes to allow us to not just look at that 6 or 7 or 8 week thing and say it's do or die. It's like, okay, we have a product we can use all year. How do we maximize that and make it into a profitable thing that runs all year long? And that's the good thing about it is Zombie Safari Paintball allows you to do that.
Do you have anything you'd like to add about Fearfest?
Fearfest is getting a complete maximum restoration this year. It's going to be awesome. But I would also like to plug Tail Night Productions, Kip's business. They are the ones that are building a lot of our new scenes out in our Zombie Safari Paintball. And from what I have seen them do already, it's going to be just mind-blowing. And they've got a third of it completed, and they're getting ready to go to the Ukraine and work on one of their haunted houses that they're building out there. But as soon as they get back, they're going to finish the rest of it. And I can't say enough about Tail Night. I mean, Kip and his guys are just unbelievable, and Fearfest is going to be so cool this year.
Well, sounds interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
If anybody's interested in trailers, we still have a very, very limited supply, or not supply, but window of opportunity. We might be able to get some of the 16-foot eliminators. If they're interested, they need to call very soon because we are just about maxed out for the year. I might be able to get one more set in before everything else is done. It's been such a successful thing that I've actually had to quit my day job and go full-time on here and hire a complete crew to go with me. And it's just been a wonderful ride. And I can't say enough about it.
right, well, thank you for stopping in on the show here with us on this episode of Flatline Radio. We certainly do appreciate it, and we'd love to have you on the show again in the near future.
Sounds good. Love to be back.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls.
Hey guys, I'm Robert Rage, and as Pierce said earlier at the beginning of the show, we are undergoing some changes here on Flatline Radio. In early episodes, I was confined to the crematorium somewhere underneath Flatline Studios. Not anymore, though. I have packed up my bags and have ascended to the surface. As usual, I will pick haunted attractions around the U.S. and briefly share all the information I can dig up about each featured attraction. So let's begin. Welcome to the Rage Report. On this episode of Flatline Radio, we travel to Arlington, Texas, as Zombie Manor is our featured haunted attraction. Zombie Manor is located in Arlington, Texas, and has been featured in magazines such as Haunted Attraction Magazine and Gore Noir Magazine. Zombie Manor was also selected by Haunt World as one of the top 10 attractions in Texas. Instead of watching The Walking Dead on AMC, here is your chance to actually live it. Just make sure you bring your ammunition. Zombie Manor is the alpha and omega of zombie creepiness. It's a themed out trip into Zombieland. It has been said that if DreamWorks wanted to do a haunted attraction about zombies, they would just take over Zombie Manor. What makes this haunted attraction different from some of the other haunts in the U.S.? Where some haunted attractions jam as many patrons through as possible, Zombie Manor sticks to their 2 at a time mantra, so you can enjoy every minute of your tour. The tour takes an estimated 20 to 30 minutes to go through, and it is most definitely worth it. One may say taking a tour of the zombie-infested manor could possibly be the most terrifying 30 minutes of your life. The lighting is perfect and the sets are extremely detailed. Tremendous attention to detail was clearly paid when decorating, and it pays off when everything you see looks like it came out of a horror movie. The first parts of the haunt are the rooms of the manor. The manor is filled with Southern Gothic furniture and art, as well as, of course, zombies. The crypt follows after the manor and has the interesting feature of being multi-leveled. It's yet another chilling area with extremely well-detailed scenes. Once out of the crypt, a farm and slaughterhouse await, along with a taxidermist. The farm has some nice harvest decorations, and the slaughterhouse is appropriately gruesome. The taxidermist has very realistic-looking tools, and the body bags are most likely not for the animals. Zombie Manor has complete scene control. Once you walk in, every step, every move, every corner is calculated. The actors are phenomenal, and each actor or scare seem to be strategically placed. The actors do a great job of scaring each group. Their ability to frighten people when in plain sight is impressive. Coming out from a hiding place and scaring someone is one thing, but getting a reaction from a guest when you're out in the open takes real talent. The zombies seem to be everywhere, on beds, behind walls, even on the floors, and they're always coming after you. If you are looking to get an example of what the zombie apocalypse would be like, or if you would like to see if you got what it takes to survive a zombie-like Armageddon, Zombie Manor is definitely recommended. Zombie Manor is truly one of a kind. Erie Industries has created one of the most detailed and beautifully crafted haunted attractions within the United States. Zombie Manor provides the traditional haunted house feel with some not-so-traditional tactics to keep you on edge and begging for more. For more information on Zombie Manor, you can go to www.zombiemanor.com. There you can find directions, watch trailers, and read the story behind Zombie Manor and some of the undead that reside there. You can grab tickets off of their website as well. Single regular admission ticket costs $17. 2-pack regular admission ticket is $34. 3-pack regular admission ticket is $51, and so on and so forth. Single Fast Pass admission tickets are $22. 2-pack Fast Pass admission tickets are $44, and so on and so forth. Military, firefighter, and police discounts are also available all season with ID. Group discounts are also available when purchased in advance. Special event booking during off-season dates is currently available. They say that they can handle your special event and will develop an original and unique experience on virtually any budget. Zombie Manor has hosted corporate events, private parties, educational workshops and seminars, movie screenings, and even zombie wedding receptions. You can call their box office for additional information. That number, 817-478-7430. You can also reach them via email. You can email Dean, the caretaker, at dean@erieindustries.com. Or you can email Greg Cooter at galittle@erieindustries.com. And again, that is GALITTLE at erieindustries.com. Well, that's it for the Rage Report. I am Robert Rage, and we will see you on the next episode of Flatline Radio.
Greetings, Flatliners. Certain Freeze. And this week I'll be introducing a new segment to Flatline Radio. Segment deals with real scares, real ghosts, real monsters, real evil people, real haunted places. If it's reported as being real, documented as being real, we will report on it during this segment. Unfortunately, that's as far as my creativity goes, so I was unable to come up with a name for this segment. That's where you come in. After listening to the first installment, we'd like you to contact Flatline Radio and tell us what you think the segment should be called. And of course, the most creative and best fitting for the segment will be selected, and you will be the person who will go down in history as naming the new segment on Flatline Radio. Without further ado, I present to you this segment. Okay, for our first installment, we're going to talk about real-life zombies. In folklore, a zombie is a reanimated, carnivorous human corpse. But real-life zombies are not rotting, undead creatures, but people exposed to a specific combination of drugs, or with what they call a cocktail. The creation of real-life zombies began in Haiti. Although magic or voodoo is created with the creation of zombies, some very real drugs are used to cause the half-living state of the creatures. The poison apparently used is derived from the pufferfish, which produces a well-known and highly documented neurotoxin, tetroditoxin, which produces paralysis and in modified forms can mimic death with a reduced metabolism and a reduced heart rate. This is mixed with the secretions of the poisonous cane toad of Haiti, and when the body is exhumed, the mind-controlling drug is said to be made from the weed Datura stemmonium. Okay, after being given the cocktail, they are believed to be dead. In Haiti, the dead are buried soon after death because of the heat and their inability to stop or slow the decomposition process. So bodies are buried very quickly. They must be dug up as quickly as well. Otherwise, they suffer from asphyxiation, which can cause brain damage, which is irreversible. But even brain damaged zombies do exist in Haiti. Zombies they can move, eat, hear, speak, but they have no memory, no insight to their condition, and there have been legends for centuries, but it was in 1980 that the real case of Claverius narcissi was documented. Alright, this zombie story begins in 1962 when Narcissi was feuding with his brother over some land, and his brother turned him over to a voodoo priest who administered the zombie cocktail, and after his death, he was buried on May 2nd, 1962. His body was later recovered, and his new master, the sorcerer, then forced him to work alongside other zombie slaves on a sugar plantation until the master's death in 1964. When the broker died and regular doses of the narcotic ceased, Narcissi eventually regained some sanity, and he just left the plantation and just wandered in a zombie-like state. He bumped into his sister in 1980, and although he recognized her, she did not recognize him. You know, you wouldn't be out looking for your brother who's been dead for the last 18 years. And and once finding out his brother who had victimized him in the first place had passed away, he did reunite with his family and shared childhood experiences that only he could possibly know to reassure them of his identity. His story was popularized in The Serpent and the Rainbow. There are many scientists who question the validity of this story, but the secrecy within the voodoo religion makes it very difficult to validate or invalidate the claim, although they say with these drugs it is scientifically possible to create zombies, and the people of Haiti says that it does happen. It's rare. It's not done for revenge or personal vendettas or profit. It's just someone who has seriously violated the Bazingi Society Code, which is a culture that works beneath the formal government of Haiti. And then that's what we have. I'd love to sign this segment off, but it's going to be a little difficult to do until you give it a name. So listeners, let me know what it's called. Until next time, when we find something else scary, spooky, or just not right to talk about, this is Mike saying, have a flatline day.
Hey guys, I'm Robert Rage, and as Pierce said earlier at the beginning of the show, we are undergoing some changes here on Flatline Radio. In early episodes, I was confined to the crematorium somewhere underneath Flatline Studios. Not anymore, though. I've packed up my bags and have ascended to the surface. As usual, I will pick haunted attractions around the U.S. and briefly share all the information I can dig up about each featured attraction. So let's begin. Welcome to the Rage Report. On this episode of Flatline Radio, we travel to Arlington, Texas, as Zombie Manor is our featured haunted attraction. Zombie Manor is located in Arlington, Texas, and has been featured in magazines such as Haunted Attraction Magazine and Gore Noir Magazine. Zombie Manor was also selected by Haunt World as one of the top 10 attractions in Texas. Instead of watching The Walking Dead on AMC, here is your chance to actually live it. Just make sure you bring your ammunition. Zombie Manor is the alpha and omega of zombie creepiness. It's a themed out trip into Zombieland. It has been said that if DreamWorks wanted to do a haunted attraction about zombies, they would just take over Zombie Manor. What makes this haunted attraction different from some of the other haunts in the U.S.? Where some haunted attractions jam as many patrons through as possible, Zombie Manor sticks to their 2 at a time mantra, so you can enjoy every minute of your tour. The tour takes an estimated 20 to 30 minutes to go through, and it is most definitely worth it. One may say, taking a tour of the zombie-infested manor could possibly be the most terrifying 30 minutes of your life. The lighting is perfect, and the sets are extremely detailed. Tremendous attention to detail was clearly paid when decorating, and it pays off when everything you see looks like it came out of a horror movie. The first parts of the haunt are the rooms of the manor. The manor is filled with Southern Gothic furniture and art, as well as, of course, zombies. The crypt follows after the manor and has the interesting feature of being multi-leveled. It's yet another chilling area with extremely well-detailed scenes. Once out of the crypt, a farm and slaughterhouse await, along with a taxidermist. The farm has some nice harvest decorations, and the slaughterhouse is appropriately gruesome. The taxidermist has very realistic looking tools, and the body bags are most likely not for the animals. Zombie Manor has complete scene control. Once you walk in, every step, every move, every corner is calculated. The actors are phenomenal, and each actor or scare seem to be strategically placed. The actors do a great job of scaring each group. Their ability to frighten people when in plain sight is impressive. Coming out from a hiding place and scaring someone is one thing, but getting a reaction from a guest when you're out in the open takes real talent. The zombies seem to be everywhere, on beds, behind walls, even on the floors, and they're always coming after you. If you are looking to get an example of what the zombie apocalypse would be like, or if you would like to see if you got what it takes to survive a zombie-like Armageddon, Zombie Manor is definitely recommended. Zombie Manor is truly one of a kind. Erie Industries has created one of the most detailed and beautifully crafted haunted attractions within the United States. Zombie Manor provides the traditional haunted house feel with some not-so-traditional tactics to keep you on edge and begging for more. For more information on Zombie Manor, you can go to www.zombiemanor.com. There you can find directions, watch trailers, and read the story behind Zombie Manor and some of the undead that reside there. You can grab tickets off of their website as well. Single regular admission ticket costs $17. 2-pack regular admission ticket is $34. 3-pack regular admission ticket is $51, and so on and so forth. Single Fast Pass admission tickets are $22. 2-pack Fast Pass admission tickets $44, and so on and so forth. Military, firefighter, and police discounts are also available all season with ID. Group discounts are also available when purchased in advance. Special event booking during off-season dates is currently available. They say that they can handle your special event and will develop an original and unique experience on virtually any budget. Zombie Manor has hosted corporate events, private parties, educational workshops and seminars, movie screenings, and even zombie wedding receptions. You can call their box office for additional information. That number, 817-478-7430. You can also reach them via email. You can email Dean, the caretaker, at dean@erieindustries.com. Or you can email Greg Cooter at galittle@erieindustries.com. And again, that is GALITTLE at erieindustries.com. Well, that's it for the Rage Report. I am Robert Rage, and we will see you on the next episode of Flatline Radio.
While you were off fighting the Great War, guess who snuck in the pantry and began eating all the red meat? No, not communists. I'm talking about the living dead. But don't panic. Zombies needn't be our enemies. In fact, with the passing of the Undead Equal Opportunities Bill, zombies are now granted the same rights and privileges as the rest of us. And why not? The zombie dollar is an integral part of our nation's economy. Zombie laborers form the backbone of our mighty workforce. Even the president is getting zombie fever. At first, zombies may seem strange and terrifying to us, but don't panic. They're just like you and me. Why, some of your favorite movie stars are living in pairs. The living dead want the same things as the rest of us. A good job, financial security, free and easy access to human brains. These are zombie sovereign rights, enshrined in law and protected by our Constitution. Every day, dedicated zombies man our gas pumps, teach in our schools, perform our most dangerous Hollywood stunts. The undead population is on the grow, and the laws of our land should reflect this. It is our duty as patriotic citizens to respect the individual freedoms of each and every person, whether they be living, dead, or somewhere in between. It's no secret. Zombies need brains to live. But don't panic. Your brain is your own private property. Nobody has a right to take it from you. You see, unlike you or I, zombie brains operate a little differently. But don't panic. Tests indicate that a typical zombie thinks about radiating just 52% of the time, only 3 times that of a normal human being. In fact, most of our differences appear only at a microscopic level. Let's see how the zombie cells interact with their immune neighbors. Don't worry, Mr. Red Blood Cell. They're here to help. In these forward-thinking times, there's no longer any need to fear or persecute the undead. Instead, bake them a cake. Take them to a ball game. Enlist them in the United States Army, Navy, Marines. And don't be taken in by those who label zombies a menace. When you give your vote to the anti-zombie lobby, you sacrifice the freedom of our peace-loving nation. And that makes you a communist. A stinking communist.
Hey there, Flatliners, this is Pierce, and I'm sitting here in Flatline Studios with Robert Rage.
Hey, guys.
We are here to finally give away our t-shirt that we've been trying so hard over the past few weeks to give away. We've had some technicality issues with our email account. Now we've finally gotten all the emails forwarded over to our flatlineradio9@gmail.com account. First off, I'd like to thank everyone who entered. We had such a huge turnout for all this, and we're so happy to have so many on there. And we've got a bedpan full of strips here. I do believe that Mr. Rage is going to be doing the honors for us this evening. Robert, who is going to win this beautiful Flatline Radio t-shirt?
Let me just say I'm not happy with reaching into a bedpan.
We'll just do it. But look, in here...
In fact, I think the host should reach in the bedpan and grab...
I don't like it. Okay, I'll do it.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Are you sure?
I'll do it.
All right.
Just because I love the Flatline Radio audience. So I'm doing this for you guys.
Oh.
Reaching in.
Is that even a strip?
Reaching in.
That?
I gotta unfold it here.
We've got a winner. Who is it, Robert?
Here you go.
It's wet. It says here that our winner is Zachary Woods of Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Congratulations, Zachary! You are the lucky winner of your very own Flatline Radio t-shirt. We will be in touch very soon to let you know how you can obtain your very own t-shirt. Now, we will be doing various giveaways here soon. So keep an eye out on our Facebook at www.facebook.com/Flatline Radio. And you can also follow us on Twitter at Flatline Radio. Now, with that being said, on with the show.
On with the show.
This is an official Flatline Radio interview. Leonard Pickel. Hey there, Flatliners. I have got the one, the only Leonard Pickel here on the phone with me. He's got a very special announcement. So, Leonard, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks for letting me spread the good word about HAuNTcon 2013.
Oh, not a problem. We're very happy to have you here. So what is the big news about HAuNTcon 2013?
Well, we finally decided on the dates and the location for our next year's HAuNTcon convention. And we're excited to let everyone know that it's going to be at the Sheraton Grand DFW Airport at Airport Hotel in Irving, Texas. The dates will be April 25th through the 28th, 2013. So we're looking forward to having everyone come out and join us in Texas for HAuNTcon. It's going to be a great show. Texas is a wonderful market. There's lots of haunted houses out there, and we're looking forward to having a great show out there.
So after 2 years of HAuNTcon being up north, it has finally returned to the south. How might this benefit Southern haunters and haunted attractions?
Well, it gives them a great opportunity to come out and get some education, see some haunted houses that are in the market that are down south that that they haven't been able to see because they're too stuck to their own haunted houses in October to be able to get out and see other haunts. People have just, ever since we left Dallas, we've been in Texas twice before, once in Houston and once in Dallas, and it's been several years. And the people down in Texas have just been begging us to come back. So even though it'll be the first time we've been the 3 times in the same state and almost in the same city, we're going to call this Dallas Fort Worth because some of the tours are going to be in Fort Worth, but so it's kind of our first time to repeat, and there are several other cities that we want to go to. We just haven't had the opportunity to find the proper hotel with the proper dates that can fit us and that we can afford. So, but we're looking forward to Texas. We've always done very, very well there, so we're looking forward to the big crowd.
All right, so you said something about the haunt tours. Have you been gathering attractions for the 2013 haunt tours, and if so, could we get an inside scoop?
We have, nothing set in stone, of course, but our plan right now is for the Thursday night tour to be the 13th Street Morgue in Reindeer Manor, which is a group of, I think it's 3 separate attractions there in one location just south of Dallas. They're great, fantastic shows. Reindeer Manor is known for its flame effect. They're shooting flame off of everything, the haunted house and some other places in the attraction, and 13th Street Morgue is a high detailed, very frightening, very thematic show. Will be on Thursday night. The Friday night tour will be at the Cutting Edge haunted attraction, which is in Fort Worth. It's probably the largest haunted house, and in fact, it was one of the Guinness Book of World Records winners there a couple of years ago for the largest haunted house in the world. And he's been very gracious. Todd James has been very gracious about opening up for us for HAuNTcon. It's going to be a great event. It's never been done before. He's not really big about opening his haunt to fellow haunters, so it's kind of a coup for us to be able to tour that haunt on Friday. And then the Sunday night tour is going to be at Zombie Manor, which is in Arlington. It's also between Dallas and Fort Worth. It's a great, high-detailed show, wonderful show, owned by Dean Jarnick, and he's a great haunter and a great friend, and we're looking forward to going out there on Sunday night and having a great show.
And something I'd like to point out here, our very own Robert Rage, actually, he does the new Rage Report. He did a review on Zombie Manor just a few moments before we actually are going to air your interview, so that's pretty coincidental right there. Now, you have held... Do what?
Yeah, we've also got the pre-show tour, which we have not locked down yet. We're in the process of contacting all of the haunted houses there in the Dallas-Fort Worth area to do a 2 days worth of haunted house tours, the 2 days before the event, which would be Wednesday and Thursday day. And we're looking for somewhere around 10 haunted houses in a 2-day, overnight trip, and we should be able to cover the majority of haunts in the area with all of the different tours that we're doing. So we've seen as many as 15 on that pre-show tour, so that's a lot of haunts in a very short time period.
Very cool. Now, you have held HauNTcon in Texas before. What made you decide to go back?
Well, the haunters in Texas have been begging us to go back, and in reality, when we were the first place we went, the second location that HauNTcon was at was in Dallas. And we'd actually set it up to where we had scheduled it to come back to Dallas a few years after that. We'd worked a deal with the hotel for 2 years, but it became obvious to us very early that it was too early to repeat. So we negotiated out of that deal. So we kind of had promised that we were going to be back in Texas early in our event, and this is our 10th anniversary, and this will be HauNTcon 10. So it's a great opportunity for us to return to Dallas and go back and see all those haunts and all the people that have supported us all along in the Dallas-Fort Worth and the Texas market. It's a great opportunity for us to get back and say thank you.
All right. Well, as you have said, HauNTcon 2013, it will be in Dallas, the Fort Worth area in Texas. What were some of the other cities you had in mind to host HauNTcon?
Well, we looked. There's a lot of cities that we looked at, and we don't really. We try not to announce those because I don't want somebody that's in the market of where we're going to be in 2014 to not come to HauNTcon in 2013. Because it's going to be closer to them the following year. We need for everyone to follow us to each location, or the model doesn't work. if no one shows up one year because we're going to be at a haunt closer to them the following year, then the business fails, and then we don't get to do a haunt tour at all, so we don't have to do the next HAuNTcon at all. So we keep it very close to the vest of the places that we're thinking about going, because even though they didn't make it for this year, we're certainly looking very strongly at them for the following years. But definitely, it's pretty easy to look around and see where we haven't been, and to know where the major markets are that have a lot of haunted houses that people are wanting to see, and you can probably pretty easily guess where we're looking for the future, and we plan to do that next year. So we're trying to get ahead of ourselves. It's becoming more and more difficult we're the only convention that moves, and it's becoming more and more difficult for us to find a hotel that's big enough to handle the large trade show floor that we have, as well as something that we can afford in the city that we need it to be in. So it's becoming more and more difficult as we grow, to be able to find the perfect fit for us. So Dallas is a great opportunity because they have a lot of large hotels, and this one is right near the airport with free shuttle back and forth to DFW Airport. So it's going to be a great location.
Now, you just said something about the show floor. How big will it be?
The space at 10,000 square feet, that's good enough for about 70 booths, and typically we sell out of the booth space. So if you're interested in grabbing a booth, now would be a great time. We do not have any of that stuff information up. It kind of got leaked out of where we're going to be, so we're making this announcement a little bit early. We haven't even really covered all our bases on the website. The website still talks about Pittsburgh, which was 2012. So in the process, in the next few weeks, we'll have all of those details up, and you can be able to buy tickets and get a hotel room and that kind of stuff. So we just recently signed the hotel agreement, so they don't even have their website up for us yet. But everything will fall in the next few weeks, and be ready to start selling tickets.
Awesome. What types of booths will be up for purchase?
Well, we have two styles. We have one that's kind of a bare bones booth that you get pipe and drape and table and chairs and that kind of stuff. And then we have we call that a classic. And then we have a premier, which is a little bit more expensive, but it includes ticket to the costume ball. We bring you lunch every day. There's a lot more amenities to that package. And I think our classic package is $450 for a 10 by 10, and then the premier is $675 for a 10 by 10. And that includes electrical and internet and a lot of other items that you don't normally pick up with a regular booth. I've been on both sides. I've been on the exhibiting side, and I've been on the attendee side, and it's I always, when I go to these other conventions, and I got to pay a little bit more for extra electrical, I got to pay a little bit more for carpet, I got to pay, I try to make it as easy as possible. So this is all inclusive. You get internet, electrical, the ballroom is carpeted, so you don't have to worry about that. And it's an easier way to do it, and it's hard. I know how hard it is to get out of your booth to go eat lunch. So we bring you a box lunch every day, which is really nice.
Now, will the Hearst Show and Dawn of the Dead costume ball return? And if so, do you care to elaborate?
Absolutely. The Hearst Show will be big in Dallas. Last time we were there, we shattered a record, I think, with 16 or 20 different Hearsts. So that's going to be a great opportunity for us. The parking lot of this hotel is not in downtown like we were before, so it gives an opportunity to have more space to spread the Hearsts out and have a great Hearst rally. Last year was the first year we ever themed the costume ball. It's always just been called the Haunted Attraction Costume Ball. So last year we themed it because we were in Pittsburgh, obviously, and we had to do zombies. So we did Dawn of the Dead there, but it was a great success. Everybody really enjoyed the theming concept. So this year it'll be themed as the Texas Chainsaw Massacre costume ball. So that allows you to dress up as a chainsaw wielding maniac as well as a victim, which gives a lot of flexibility. And costumes aren't even required. So you can bring whatever costume you like, and we just ask for you to dress up because it's an upscale event, and everyone has a great time. And it gives you an opportunity to celebrate Halloween and get back to what it was like before you were doing a haunted house, where you just got dressed up in costume and had a good time rather than working. It's so hard for people that are in the haunted house industry to celebrate Halloween anymore, that we give them an opportunity to do that with the costume ball.
All right. Well, what seminars, demos, and classes could we expect in this upcoming year?
Well, interestingly, the the only complaint that really from HAuNTcon in the past is that our education is not highbrow enough. And what we've done is over the 10 years that we've been doing this, we've educated the people that come to our convention to the point where now we're looking very hard to find advanced classes. We've educated our people to the point where they now are looking for the next level or even the level above that. So our goal this year is to go out early and to find people that may or may not even be in the haunted house industry to teach classes on social media and on business plans and marketing and that kind of stuff. So we really bring in that level, that higher echelon of education to teach people that have even been in the industry for 10 years or have been coming to HAuNTcon for 10 years and learn as much as they can, that next level of education, so that it becomes that advanced, that elite level of education, because we've brought our people along so far that now they're looking for that next higher level, and we're going to do everything we can this year to provide that, to make sure that people are learning that. One of the things about the education at HAuNTcon is it's included in the ticket price. I've always felt like that I want education to be free. I want everyone taking those classes. I don't want somebody to come in and pay $90 or $80 for a class because they're only going to take one. We include all of the education, 50 hours of education, plus or minus for the whole weekend, in the cost of coming to the event, so that gives you the opportunity to see all the classes. You may have to bring, there's 4 tiers going on at the same time, so you might have to bring some friends to cover everything. But all the education is free, because the more knowledge that you have about what you're doing, what other people are doing, and how to do what you do better, the better off you're going to be. The better off, that means the more attendees you're going to have, the more money you're going to make, the more stuff you're going to buy from my exhibitors, and the more time you're going to come to HAuNTcon.
All right. Well, any word on pricing for vendors and attendees yet? And how can you buy the tickets?
Well, all that stuff will be on the website. We're in the process of dealing with all that kind of stuff, but we wanted to give your listeners kind of the scoop on where we're going to be, and so check back at HAuNTcon.com. Check back with us in the next few weeks, and all of that stuff will be up on the website. Vendor prospectus, as well as buy now for the tickets to the event, and as we lock down the tours and the haunts that we're going to be able to see, and some of the special things that we're doing, all that will be posted on the website.
All right. Now, just one last thing before I go. What sets HauNTcon apart from the other big conventions out there?
Well, we move to a new city every year. That gives people the opportunity to not have to travel so far. I mean, every other year they have to travel. Once we get close to them, it gives them an opportunity to go to a haunt, to tour some haunts. We do more haunted house tours than any other convention, so it gives you a great opportunity to see a lot of haunted houses in a short time period. Our education, it really is bar none. We have 50 hours plus of education, and it's included in the price of the convention. So there's no additional fee to do the education. It ends up coming out cheaper than you would if you were taking a lot of seminars at another convention. And it's just a great opportunity to network and to bring like-minded people together. The business side we're very strong on the business side. Haunted house people are very creative and they're very good at what they do, but you have to be double dominant. You have to have that business side as well. One of my mantras in the 3-hour How to Get Started seminar that I do often is, if you don't make any money, you don't get to play anymore. So we try to make sure that you have the business side as well to make sure that you're in the market next year and making enough money to come back to HAuNTcon.
All right. Well, it's that time in the interview that we like to ask you to plug. That you already plugged the HauNTcon website and whatnot, but this is where you can plug anything else that you're associated with, maybe another business you own, haunted attractions that you run, anything of that sort.
Well, the latest, greatest thing that Leonard Pickel is working on is a partnership in a web portal called FindAHaunt.com. And what's great about it is that it's different from any of the other website portals that are out there. The user types in their location, the address or zip code, and the site propagates all of the haunted houses that were in a 75-mile radius of that location. So it advertises to the people that are closest to your event, and that's the most likely people to go to buy a ticket and come and attend your attraction. There are featured listings and things that bring you to the top of the list, but the free listings are all listed in order of distance from the person that's looking for a haunted house. It's a great model, and it works so much better than the other web portals that are out there that we're looking forward to having a lot of people sign up for that. Listing is free, or you can expand the listing for $200, but it gives everyone an opportunity to go out and see what's in their market. So everyone should go and check out the website, make sure that their haunt is listed. If it's not, they can sign up for an account and get their haunt listed, and then consider getting an expanded or featured listing so that you rise to the top of the list.
Well, all right. Well, thank you very much, Leonard, for stopping in here on the show. We're very happy and honored to have you on the show with us. Look forward to talking to you again in the future. Maybe get some more details on HAuNTcon as it comes out, and maybe some of your other ventures that you go into. And hopefully we can see Flatline Radio at HAuNTcon 2013.
Yeah, that'd be great. We'd love to have you, and yeah, let's do it again. I love to talk haunting, so if you later in the season, if you're interested in just having a chat about haunted house design, or what I've been doing over the last 30-some-odd years that I've been doing this, I'd love to share some information with your listeners.
All right, very cool. Thank you again for stopping in.
All right, well, have a great season, everyone, and we'll see you in Dallas in April.
Do you have a need for professional prosthetics? Haunts Effects has a wide selection of professional quality and designed foam latex prosthetics. Haunts Effects welcomes all haunts regardless of your size and needs. And we know what it means to stay within your budget. Haunts Effects has a wide price range and selection to accommodate everyone's needs. Haunts Effects also can design a haunt-specific prosthetic to stand out above the rest. Visit Haunts Effects at www.hauntseffects.com and let us make your nightmares a reality.
Flatline News.
Alright, Flatliners, we don't have too much as far as news for this segment this week. The biggest news has already been reported to you by Mr. Leonard Pickel himself. So for any other news, we will wait until episode 8 to broadcast it. If you have any news you would like to hear on the next episode of Flatline Radio, please send it to flatlineradio9@gmail.com. So while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and close out the show. A big thanks to our Code Blue crew. You guys have done so much for us, and I'm proud to have you on my crew. I would also like to thank John Ray, a musician who has given us permission to use his music. We used his song Animals Awake on this show. We'd also like to thank the Creeping Cruds, as we also use their music. And we'd also like to thank Zachariah and the Lobos Riders, who have graciously allowed us to use their song Coming to Kill Ya. You can find them in iTunes. Just search Dead and Breakfast. And he also asked that I mention his song he has just released called Vegan Zombie. Finally, I would like to thank our many supporters of the show and our many listeners that return to listen each and every episode. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Flatline Radio. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Flatline Radio. And you can always find us at www.flatlineradio.podomatic.com. If you have any suggestions for a future segment or would like to be a part of the Code Blue crew, or if you have suggestions or feedback about the show, please send us that information at flatlineradio9@gmail.com or tell us through our social media outlets. Thanks again to all of you who agreed to be interviewed on the show, such as Keith Sims, James Wright, Greg Allen, and Leonard Pickel. So, in closing, we're here in Flatline Studios. We have just finished off the giant zombie horde, but we're still keeping our fingers on the ever-absent pulse of the horror and haunted attraction industries. So all you have to do is lean back and let your blood slow to Flatline Radio. Radio.